What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're celebrating Martin Sheen's 86th birthday, and since we've already checked him out as Uncle Ben, I thought we would rewatch one of his favorite episodes from a little TV show that he had done a while back. Turns out everyone agrees because many people consider this one of the greatest episodes in the West Wing's history. I'm talking about Season 1, Episode 10, In Excelsis Deo. This is an episode that perfectly captures everything that made the show so special. It balances humor, heartbreak, politics, and humanity all in the span of about 42 minutes. And even after all of these years, it still hits just as hard. Let's talk about it. The main story follows Toby Ziegler after he's asked by the DC police to identify a homeless man. The only reason they called Toby is because the man was wearing a coat Toby had donated to Goodwill, and it turns out Toby had accidentally left one of his business cards inside that coat. As Toby learns more, he discovers that the man was a Korean War veteran who earned the Purple Heart while serving with the 2nd Battalion, 7th Marines. Unfortunately, he died alone. Determined to make sure he isn't forgotten, Toby tracks down the veteran's only living relative, his homeless brother, and uses the influence of the White House, aka the President, to arrange a full military funeral at Arlington National Cemetery. President Bartlet finds out later on that Toby bent the rules just a little to make it happen. When Bartlet jokes that Toby has made a dangerous precedent, Toby delivers one of the best lines in the series. "I can only hope, sir." It's such a simple moment, but it says everything about Toby's character. Meanwhile, CJ Cregg is shaken after the murder of a young gay man and wants the administration to push hate crime legislation. The tragedy weighs heavily on her throughout the episode, also her being called Flamingo. Josh spends most of the episode worrying that a congressman may expose Leo McGarry's past struggles with alcoholism and prescription drug addiction. Josh even considers fighting dirty to protect Leo, but Leo immediately shuts the idea down. He refuses to win that way. It's another reminder of exactly who Leo McGarry is. On a much lighter note, the president also sneaks away to browse a rare bookstore, frustrating Mandy because he refuses to make it a photo opportunity. Also, I had to pause. It's been a minute since I watched Season 1, and I genuinely completely forgot who Mandy was. Shout out to Mandy. Josh also finally gets Donna her Christmas present, a rare book with a handwritten message inside that leaves her speechless. It's one of those quiet moments that says far more than a big speech ever could. What makes this episode so powerful is that it isn't really about politics. It's about dignity. It's about remembering people who have been forgotten. Both Toby and CJ's storylines have added weight because of how close they are to real-life events. Speaking of that, the burial scene was actually filmed at Arlington National Cemetery, and all of the military personnel seen on screen were real service members participating in the ceremony. That authenticity is impossible to fake, and it makes the final few moments feel even more emotional. Also, it's echoed later on how Aaron Sorkin will continue to go to these lengths to make it an immersive story. Mrs. Lanningham joining Toby after telling Charlie about losing her 2 twin sons in Vietnam is absolutely heartbreaking. Without her saying much at all, she understands exactly why this mattered. And honestly, this episode reminds me of why I love Leo McGarry so much. While everyone else is thinking strategically, Leo never compromises who he is. He refuses to weaponize someone's personal life, even if he could save his own political future. That's leadership, that's integrity, and it's one of the many reasons why Leo remains one of my favorite characters in television history. Okay, sure, for Martin Sheen's birthday, I could have picked a more heavily favored President Bartlet story, but even with an episode where he's just sprinkled in, you can tell he matters because his quiet conversation with Toby perfectly captures the compassion, and moral leadership that defined his presidency. In Excelsis Deo isn't remembered because of a shocking twist or political victories. It's because it reminds us that every person matters, whether it's a forgotten veteran, a victim of hate, or a simple gift given to someone. This episode is about treating people with dignity, and that's why more than 25 years later, this is still one of the finest hours The West Wing has ever produced. So happy birthday to Martin Sheen, and thank you for being the greatest television president in history. Sorry, Fitz. If you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, and let me know in the comments below, is In Excelsis Deo one of your favorite West Wing episodes, or what is? We thank you for watching today's episode, and now that you've got some time, you can go refill that popcorn bucket.